Hello and welcome to a Drafthouse Diary for Sunday, April 21st, 2024, when I went to the Alamo Drafthouse at Westminster, Colorado, to see the movie Spy Family Code White. Now, by way of background, Spy Family is an anime. Here's the general setup. It's in a post-war, Cold War, Jean le Carré sort of environment. The anime is set in the eastern city of Berlin, and Lloyd Forger, also known as Agent Twilight, is a spy for the West. He has a mission that is going to require him to infiltrate an elite private school. So he needs a family. He enters into a marriage of convenience with Yor, who is willing to do this because she needs some cover for her secret life. She, by day, is a bureaucrat in a government agency, and by night is the top assassin known as the Thorn Princess, working for the East, but apparently taking out mobsters and organized crime, black marketeers, and the like. And because they need to infiltrate a school, they adopt a little girl named Anya. And Anya can read minds. Now, Lloyd does not know Anya's secret or yours. Yor does not know Lloyd's secret or Anya's. Anya knows pretty much everything because she can read minds. You can imagine that we get a combination of family comedy, spy action thriller, certain amount of sentimentality, and this being an anime, of course, even though this began as a marriage and an adoption of convenience, the characters begin to develop real feelings for one another. Now, Code White is a feature film that takes place after the 37 or so episode run of the TV series. There might be more TV to come, but this is a standalone story that brings the Forger family to a northern, snowy, winter wonderland sort of village because they need to research something for a school project for Anya, but of course then a spy story involving a microfilm MacGuffin takes place. Story-wise, it does stand well enough on its own, and at the very beginning, the movie gives you a more concise version of the setup that I just offered. So it's possible to go in and watch this. I can't imagine a lot of people just going to watch this not having seen the TV series. The storyline could have been a multi-episode story on television, but because they're telling this story as a feature film, they get a chance to make it a little bit bigger, to expand it a bit. So we get more settings, bigger, grander settings, this whole new village. We get airplanes and airships and a little bit of disorienting CGI in terms of the animation of these, but it's not too bad. And we also get things like poop jokes that they don't delve into in the TV series, but they go overboard with those in the movie. You might say that they develop some of the action sequences more because they have these big environments and big machines and the like, but I wouldn't say that they increase the level of violence for the movie, only because there's already a pretty substantial level of violence in the TV series when you get to assassin missions and the like. Usually just barely off screen. We might see a little bit more on-screen violence, more graphic discussion of violence in the movie, but that aspect isn't as different from the TV series as some of the other elements. All in all, I enjoyed this. I would expect it to be a fun time for anybody who liked the TV series, much less so if you aren't already a fan. And it'll be interesting to see if they continue the series or if they give us more feature films. This does not really resolve any big character beats or very big storyline points, and that's something that often happens in anime feature films when there is more TV to come because they don't want to make it too disorienting for people who didn't see the movie. Other parts of my trip to the Alamo. This was not a custom pre-show for this feature, but I think it's one that they often pull off the shelf when they have a Japanese animated feature. So they had a lot of Japanese material, anime openings and closings and commercials and cartoons, and a long sequence where animal children are teaching us about fire safety. I know I've seen that before. Some musical performances, some food commercials, a lot of pieces that I know I have seen in other Alamo pre-shows, maybe not mixed in this exact combination and sequence. But it was fun. It's a good way to get in the mood to watch a new anime feature. And one note about that feature, I did watch this in Japanese with English subtitles. And that's the way I watched the TV series, so I wanted to stay with the original voice performances. I do not know how good the dub is, either on TV or for the feature film. If you've seen the dub version of this, please let me know in the comments. I'm really curious as to how it holds up and, in general, how good the dub for Spy Family is. I didn't get a meal at this outing, or outing as Anya would call it, but I did get some churro popcorn. I tried to get a Yeti Imperial Stout, but I couldn't. They were out of that. So instead, I got my standby of the left-hand Nitro Milk Stout, and that's always good. The theater was very good. I do like the Westminster Alamo very much. Our server, Maddie, was quick and friendly and very helpful. So it was a fun Sunday afternoon at the movies. I hope you enjoyed this Drafthouse Diary. If you did, please click that like button down below. And if you want to be sure to get more of these, click the subscribe button. I'll be back soon with more. And in the meantime, enjoy your movies. And when you do, stay till the end of the credits.